Do you recall telling Detective Copeland?
Detective who?
Excuse me, Detective Copeland. Detective Curry.
Now I'm a detective.
Lil Woody was originally associated with Young Thug, but when he was continually brought in for questioning after the death of Donovan Thomas, a.k.a. Nut, in January 2015, it appeared that Lil Woody was so-called snitching. However, it has since come to light that Lil Woody was lying to police and positioning Young Thug as his enemy to distance himself from being charged in a RICO gang case as Young Thug currently is. Here are the key moments from Lil Woody's testimony, including some more entertaining clips such as when the prosecutor called him a detective. Lil Woody admits lying to police and knew it was being recorded. He proves it with a small detail.
Going back to the incident in which you, your girlfriend at the time, and your child was being shot at, do you remember seeing any of the individuals who shot at you?
I never saw no one that shot at me at that time.
The detective left the room and you were speaking with your girlfriend and you told her that you knew who shot you.
I never saw who shot at me. If I saw who shot at me, I would never told the police who shot at me.
When the detective left the room, you said to your girlfriend, this not gonna work. Sit right here and be a damn snitch, so I'm gonna keep going.
I don't recall.
And then she responded, why you acting like you did? She said, you should have just said no. I thought you know all of them. And you said to her, I do know who it was. Do you recall telling her that?
I knew that I was being recorded. I kind of knew what I was doing.
And then you said, I saw him. I did when he jumped out the car. I know exactly who I saw.
Nobody never got out of the car, so this clearly proved that I knew what I was doing.
Lil Woody gets frustrated with the questions and the judge has to intervene.
Did you know at least one of the individuals that were shooting at you?
On my daughter's life, when that car pulled up on me, all I saw was a gun come out the window. That's it. I never seen no one face. They was questioning me. They constantly kept telling me, you gonna let dudes shoot at you and your kids and this and that? And I'm telling them, and they won't believe me that I'm telling them I didn't see nobody's face. I didn't see nobody's face. And then after a while, I got tired of them asking me. So still to this day in my heart, I do not believe Tay had anything to do with me getting shot at.
Do you recall telling your girlfriend when it was just the two of you, I know exactly who I saw?
At that point, it was so much pressure on me. My daughter crying, trying to take her to the hospital. Somebody pull up on me, shooting. Too much going on. Yeah, I can't, because she keep asking me these questions and...
We do need to take down your testimony, so you do need to speak a little slower, all right? Okay?
All right.
Lil Woody claims that his peers know not to mess with him and explains how and why he framed Young Thug as an enemy.
The detectives asked you whether or not any of the people who did this had ever been to your home. Anybody you let come over to the house recently that normally ain't been by there? And then you told Deshaun, tell them who been there.
If I brought anybody to my house, I'm 100% sure they know not to play with me.
He asked you, so basically Young Thug washed his hands of you, and your response, yeah, because I came and talked to the detectives and them folks in the street saying I'm a snitch. Nobody don't want to hang around me. I called my partners. They don't want to hang around me. What the hell all this come from? What the hell is going on? Do you recall telling the police that?
The police was so concerned about Thug, I was removing myself from him.
Lil Woody thinks he outsmarted the police by lying to them because they would often let him go.
They was locking me up and my child's birthday was coming up. When they got me, I said, listen, man, whatever y'all want me to say, I would tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I will say it. Tell me what y'all want to know, I will tell you. If they would ask me about President Trump, I would have had a story about Trump. If they would ask me about you, I would have had a story about you. Whatever to convince them, I ain't do nothing. It wasn't me. That's what my intentions was. So you're asking me about interviews and I keep telling you, you keep asking me, this is what I did. When they got me on this day and I was going to jail, I try to come up with something to tell them. That's why I can't tell you what I said. I was making it up.
What benefit would it be for you to lie to the police if you were trying not to be in trouble?
I was hoping to convince them so they could let me go.
So why would you lie to convince them?
What you mean? Why would I lie to convince them?
To not go to jail.
Why would I lie to convince them to not go to jail? But they don't know that I'm lying.
Well, they didn't let you go immediately, did they?
Sometimes they let me go. So when the time they let me go, I thought I was smarter than them.
Lil Woody explains what he did, and the prosecutor ignores it and continues to frustrate him.
Let me make myself clear, right? Because you keep asking me about things I done told investigators in the past. So much was going on. My name was on everything. The police kept coming to grab me. Every time they grabbed me, I had a different story for them. I know 100% facts, and I'm telling you now, I was not truthful. I was saying whatever they wanted me to say. I was saying whatever I could come up with. I was trying my best to convince them that I didn't do nothing, that I'm an innocent person, and that people put their hands on me. And I'm telling you now, because you asked me, was I being truthful? Okay. I know I wasn't being truthful. What they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me, and they still left me in jail, so they came back and beat me in the butt.
So going back to my question from January 28th, 2015, Did you see Pokey at the club cruise
You want me to
ship?
be honest with you? I just told you the God, honest truth of what I did from 2014 until 21.
Lil Woody explains why his family members were being shot at.
Do you recall telling detective that it was a whole gang after you?
Anytime the investigators talked to me, I would told them whatever I think that I need to tell them to convince them to stop watching me.
Do you recall being concerned about being labeled a snitch?
I don't care about what I'm being labeled as.
Was your brother's home shot at?
No.
Was your girlfriend's mother's home shot at?
Yes.
Was your sister's home shot at?
Yes.
Was your grandmother's home shot at?
No.
When all the shootings were happening at your family members' homes, did you think you were being retaliated against?
I didn't think.
Did you know?
Clearly.
Okay. Why were you being retaliated against?
Because people said I killed Nuts.
And do you know who was doing the retaliation?
No.
Lil Woody believes he was being tricked into bringing his gun to the police and is grateful he didn't.
My only motive was, anytime the police questioned me, was try to figure out how could I get myself out of it.
Regarding the gun that was used to shoot back at these individuals, which police officer were you going to give the gun to?
Neither.
Who did you tell them you were going to give the gun to?
Whichever one asking for it. I know they said they want that gun as part of the investigation. I knew it was a trick. I told him if he let me go, I go get it and bring it back. He went for it.
And why didn't you get the gun?
You know, it helped him lock me up.
At any point in time, did you ever get arrested for shooting back at those individuals?
Thank God.
The prosecutor accidentally calls Lil Woody a detective. You won't want to miss his reaction.
When you went to go meet with the detective, weren't you going to talk with him about being a victim of a crime?
No, I was shooting back. So I thought they was going to try to lock me up for shooting back. When they said they would take me downtown, I put my hand behind my back and told him, you going to lock me up? Come on, get it out the way now.
And did they ever lock you up?
Because he wanted the gun. So he gave me 24 hours to get him the gun. When he let me go, I didn't come back with the gun. So they sent the SWAT team to my house to get me.
Do you recall telling Detective Copeland,
Detective who?
excuse me, Detective Copeland, Detective Curry,
Now I'm a detective.
or was it? I made a mistake. Talking
Correct.
about Detective Mr. Copeland.